I'm starting to love these dumbest criminal videos. It just goes to show like people don't think things through all the time, or that, and people are just stupid. People are idiots. It's why would you? What was one robbery I saw? I saw this on Twitter. Huge fan of Twitter, by the way. I think that's my #1 app. But anyway, woman, she has like her face is like halfway covered, and she just walks up to the cashier and just tries to snatch money out of his hand. Why? We can see your face, ma'am. You didn't even walk with haste. You didn't walk up there. And the thing is, you try to snatch a couple of dollars, like $5. It wasn't a lot of money, like at all. So you put yourself at risk for little reward, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand people who do petty crimes, but I don't know. But anyway, dumbest criminals caught on camera. With no further ado, let's get into the video.
Number 10. So failing at one crime is pretty bad, but failing at a whole crime spree, well, that's even worse. I mean, this guy did manage to steal a car, but after that it all went downhill because he managed to fail at like 3 different crimes.
Leave it, bro.
I mean, first off, he tried to run down a woman, but thankfully he missed and he ended up just grabbing her purse and driving off. Then he tried to rob a hair salon, but hilariously there was no money in the cash register and he screwed up stealing a woman's purse.
What? What? You try to rob a hair salon? Out of all places you try to rob for cash, why a hair salon? What? A hair salon, bro? You not leaving? I doubt a hair salon. I've never been to a hair salon, as you can tell. I don't need to go. But I don't know how they store the money. I don't know if they have a cash register, or because I know in the barber shop you pay your barber in cash. You give it to him. There's no cash register. You just give him the money and that's it. So you have to rob the person, not the store. But I doubt they have that much money in the register where you just make it some huge break off. You know what I mean? Some huge takeaway. Why hair salon out of all places? That's like robbing a 7-Eleven, a gas station.
He missed and he ended up just grabbing her purse and driving off. Then he tried to rob a hair salon, but hilariously there was no money in the cash register and he screwed up stealing a woman's purse in there too. With that said, the funniest thing he tried was breaking into a cash register at a drive-thru because he was forced to drive away when he realized it just didn't fit through the window.
Stupid.
The thief had a simple plan to get the till through the drive-thru window. But try as he might, this was a case of a square peg and a round hole.
He had a fair attempt at it and he was quite determined to fit that cash register through the box. But yeah, I don't think anyone would have been successful in that attempt.
For nearly 2 minutes, he pulled, pushed, twisted and turned. Shocked staff watched on, at times hitting him to make him stop.
Number 9.
I wonder if he got caught.
Now, the first time I watched this, I thought it was something out of a comedy sketch show because it really doesn't look like it could be real. Basically, these 2 burglars are trying to break into a building, with one of them trying to break the glass while the other keeps watch. The thing is, when the first guy throws a rock at the window, it bounces straight back, hitting the lookout in the head and knocking him out cold. Now, you would think that would stop him, but he literally tries the exact same thing again, and this time he knocks himself out.
Oh,
the surveillance camera. And what does he get for being such a quality lookout? Knocked out. The boulder his partner used drills him right in the coconut. Now that his cohort has completely disabled his partner and doesn't even check to see if he's okay, he decides to throw another boulder through the glass. Oops, he too enjoys a brick sandwich. The perfect crime was diverted by a powerful 1-2 window punch, making these quite possibly the easiest criminals in the history of bad crimes to catch.
Number 8. So this guy was actually trying to rob a gas station ATM and make a quick getaway, but honestly, all he really did was make a mess. I mean, first of all, it took him way too long to break the glass, and when he finally got inside, he knocked over a full display, but that was only the beginning. I'm not even joking, the chain he tried to tie from his car to the machine just snapped, so when he tried to pull it out of the store, all he did was actually drive away. Not just that, but once he realized he didn't even bother trying again, he just gave up, took the L, and drove away.
At least he knew enough to take the L though, but I think I've seen this one before. And right here though, why would you not make sure before you drive off that it's still connected? That makes no sense. You have to be thorough in your job. You got it hooked on cool. Now let me make sure that is everything still connected before I try to drive off. I would take the L too. I mean, you got to be thorough. You got to double check, sir. If you about to go risk going to jail and doing all this for this money, at least make sure that the job is done. Stupid.
Number 6. Now, to be fair, this guy did actually manage to commit a crime, but what he did afterwards meant it probably wasn't worth it. I mean, he snuck off from his job unloading a plane with a small box under his shirt, and it turned out to contain a diamond worth $160,000. Now, that's enough money to set you up for quite a while, right? Well, wrong, because this dude had no idea what it was worth. Like, he actually ended up trading it in for $20 worth of weed, and not just that, he was actually caught, convicted, and fired from his job within just a few days.
You idiot. You fiend, you weed fiend. What? You traded in a diamond ring for how much money? How much? $20 worth of weed?
Well, wrong, because this dude had no idea what it was worth. Like, he actually ended up trading it in for $20 worth of weed, and not just that, he was...
You traded in a diamond ring for $20 worth of weed. That's about 2 grams, sir. Depends on, and if you in somewhere like California, depends on where you are. You might be in the South or someplace. Because if you were in, that may not even be a gram. That's stupid. A diamond ring, you weed fiend, you idiot.
actually caught, convicted, and fired from his job within just a few days.
On ABC 15, police say he's a thief who took a UPS package with a $160,000 diamond inside. Think he went on a shopping spree? Not quite.
No.
John Erickson
A
is live.
package went missing, and inside the box that vanished was a $160,000 diamond. Morrison allegedly stuck it up his shirt and walked off with the stone, something that looks like this. Brett Taubman owns House of Diamonds.
Any single stone over $100,000 is an expensive stone.
According to police, Morrison didn't trade the monster rock for piles of cash, didn't play deal or no deal until he found the right partner. Instead, he swapped it for about $20 worth of marijuana.
That's not a good deal.
That's a stupid,
Number 5.
horrible deal. He should be number 1.
Okay, there are a
honestly.
few things you should never do when you decide to commit a
Okay,
crime,
let's take
and the
this
most
one,
obvious
too.
one is posting about it on YouTube or Facebook. That didn't stop this chick though, because she literally uploaded a video called Chick Bank Robbery, where she bragged about everything she'd done and called it the best day of her life. So yeah, you probably won't be surprised to know she got caught, but it doesn't end there, because she also did duck lips in her police photo and grinned when the cops came to pick her up. I mean, she must be crazy or she must just love jail, because seriously, like, who does that?
She's about cuckoo for Cocoa
Note
Puffs.
to accused bank robbers. It doesn't help your case to post yourself on YouTube, waving around cash and holding a sign saying, "I robbed a bank," while the band Green Day blares appropriate lyrics. And you might want to reconsider titling your video Chick Bank Robber. 19-year-old Hannah Sabata was arrested one day after the Cornerstone Bank in Waco, Nebraska was robbed.
Number 4. Everyone does stupid things while drunk. I mean, even getting arrested isn't that unusual, but this is one of the weirdest drunk crime stories I've ever heard. Basically, this dude showed up to a meat store after going out with friends and decided to break in and steal as many sausages as he could carry. Now, that's the point of the crime when you're supposed to make a quick getaway, but this dude just grabbed his coat and walked right back in. Even better, he actually fell asleep and didn't realize what he had done until the police woke him up the next morning.
I saw this one too. How you get that drunk though? I don't understand. And maybe it's just me. Maybe because I just know my limits when it comes to drinking. But I don't understand how you get that drunk to where you don't know what you're doing. I don't understand how people do that. I for some reason, for me, I know once I hit a certain limit, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not taking another sip. You can't push me to take another sip. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I guess some people just don't know their limits. But I'm just happy that I'm just one of those people that know I'm good. I'm not taking another sip. You can't. There's nothing that you can say to me. You can call me every name in the book. I'm not taking another sip. I know that.
Grabs a couple sausages, goes back outside, and then comes back inside.
You can see he walks over to the 40-degree meat cooler. General Manager Scott Grumble says around 5:30 a.m., Cardonia walks into the office, finds a Coke, kicks his feet up, and falls asleep. All caught on security cameras.
Number 3. So this is one of those times where I would have given up way before this guy did, and if I'm being totally honest, that probably would have been a better decision. Like, this dude breaks into a store to steal a bunch of laptops, but he doesn't realize that they're all tied to the wall, so they just break apart when he tries to run away.
Yeah, so you think
the thing is, he figures it out pretty quickly, but for some reason, he just keeps on trying, and he doesn't leave until he's wrecked half of the display for what looks like just one tablet.
You think they just not gonna have him tied down? You just thought they weren't gonna be tied down? You didn't bring nothing to cut the tie with? Nothing? Bro, just take your L and go, bro.
Number 2. I can't lie, this is actually a pretty relatable video, except for the actual crime part, you know. I mean, I bet most of you have walked into a glass store at some point or another, but to be fair, you probably weren't trying to rob a store at the same time. Anyway, this dude straight up smashes his way through one door and runs out of shop, but as he's leaving, he totally forgets which door he broke.
How?
And that leads him to run straight into a totally undamaged glass, and he ends up running away, probably wishing he had just stayed at home.
How? How do you forget which door you broke? You can't tell? Stupid? How can you not tell which glass?
Number 1. Here's the thing, if you're trying to commit a crime and you end up needing random civilians to help you, you should probably make a different plan. Like, these 3 robbers got the gas station attendants to give up their safe, but then they made themselves seem way less scary. And here's the punchline, they did that because they had to ask for their help to get the safe into their car. Not only that, but it turned out to be way too big, so not only did it wreck the vehicle, but it fell out as soon as they started moving. Whoops.
Y'all tried to get a safe in that little bitty car. Y'all didn't bring no pickup truck. Y'all didn't bring nothing.
And there's a video on the top 10 dumbest criminals of all time caught on camera.
Yeah.
If you enjoy.
Yeah, I gotta figure out. They should do like a what happened to some of these people who co-signs on these ideas. Who goes to this idea like, hey man, you trying to steal a safe? Yeah. What's your plan? We're gonna try to take it in a 1992 Honda Civic. It's not going to fit. Anybody with a common sense will tell you it's not going to fit. But anyway, I'm still stuck on the dude with the diamond ring. You had $160,000, and you traded for the weed man, the plug. He came off with a huge come up. Well, they got the ring back, so, but it looked like they got the ring back. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, huge finesse. Huge finesse. $20 worth. You. It just don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. But anyway, that's gonna be it for my reaction, y'all. If you enjoyed the reaction, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys next time. I'm out.